Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. All right. Oh, this is Zoe Dune doing my podcast, my daily podcast, whatever. I'm not sure right now how I'm going to divvy this up. I was thinking maybe Dead of Night with Zoe Dune, because it is dead of night when I'm doing this, but then when people hear it, it might be broad daylight. So maybe in that point we do what Zoe Dune off air, only because I used to do Zoe Dune on air. Should I make it regional? Zoe Dune, Texas? I don't know. I'm playing with it. But doing this every day. So that's how I'm gonna pitch this. And gotta stick to my guns. Hello, this is Zoe Dune. ZoeDuneRadio.com. You can run searches on me online, Zoe Dune Corp. You'll find it. I'm there. You can also go to ZoeDune.com, where you'll find all my stuff, all my inside stuff. The other thing I'm thinking about is probably putting this one on subscription only, but it won't be anytime. So it won't be so soon. It's something I'm thinking about doing. I'm going to do this every day until the end of the year, and then maybe make it subscription only after the new year. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And the reason I'm doing that is because, look, guys, I don't want to go bartend. I don't want to go back into the IT industry. I've invested enough into this, so you invest in me. There we go. Here's my pitch. Got my own social network, ZoeDune.com. Turning that into a media organization, ZoeDune.com. The other podcast I have, the original podcast, is Incendiary American, which if you go to ZoeDune.com, you'll find a tab there for it, where I talk about independent music, independent artists, and write some stuff about them. That's something that's in the works right now, as far as being able to turn the podcast into a music, kind of like indie music engine. What I mean by that is, again, going back to ZoeDuneRadio.com, which goes to the radio station, which right now you can hear all of the indie artists and indie music that I've been curating for the last 4, 5, 6 years, maybe even longer. So check those things out, see what you think. Test things out, stress test them out, see what you think, see how they work. All right. I guess what I'll probably do is start every show with those kinds of pitches. And now let's get past that and go into what's been going on lately. I got a section on my site for movies, and I've been watching, and you guys can do this too. Probably the best channel for movie cinephiliacs everywhere. Movies TV Network. Now, I'm not getting paid by these guys. I swear I'm not. And, you can take that however you want, but I'm not. At some point when I just had an antenna to see what's going on with antenna channels, in this new era, they got a channel. I think it's 29 or 28 point something. I don't know. In the and I'm just talking Dallas. I'm not even talking outside of that. I don't know. I don't want to. I'll give a wrong channel. You can go to moviestvnetwork.com and you'll find not only a great website, but where they play it. But they're also on cable. And they've been running a lot of Steve McQueen, a lot of Robert Mitchum, William Holden. They've been running some Alfred Hitchcock stuff that I've never seen. Haven't even heard about, and I was never really a Hitchcock guy. I mean, I guess I was when I was a kid, but to see this stuff again, and actually, that's a bit of a lie because the only Alfred Hitchcock that I ever really, really loved, and still love to this day because they put it on Amazon Prime, is Vertigo. I had that soundtrack, I had that movie. The restoration, the restored version of that. Beautiful, beautiful film. Love that movie and love it to this day. And as soon as it came up on Amazon Prime, even when I own it, I'm gonna watch the shit out of that thing. What's even greater is during the whole pandemic period, I took some of that stimulus money and invested in a projector screen and a digital projector, put a Roku to it, and guess what? I was able to watch Vertigo on the big, huge screen in my room. Fantastic. Turn all the lights down, put the thing up there, look at, Kim Novak, beautiful Kim Novak. Jimmy Stewart, even at his age, looked great on that restoration. If you don't know anything about the restoration of that, look into that. It's a pretty good story. But anyway, I've been watching some Alfred Hitchcock. And also kind of, in the context of the, Me Too movement from a few years ago, where people got pushed out of the industry, you had some spillage over on Alfred Hitchcock's reputation. And look, yes, a creep, right? Total creep. You'll hear an interview I did with an artist in the coming days where we talked about that, and it's pretty funny. Look out for an interview I'm going to have with Shauna. I'm going to say Vertigo. Damn it. Look out for an interview I'm going to do with Shauna Virago. She's from San Francisco, where they shot Vertigo at. And we talk a little bit about Alfred Hitchcock and Jimmy Stewart and, believe it or not, a more modern day creep, Kevin Spacey. But stay tuned for that. That'll be cool. What else? We got I've been watching some Alfred Hitchcock stuff. Collected some old books that I found on the street recently. Oh. In fact, I went over to a place and got some books tonight. What is this? Got one book called The Holy Barbarians. The Mantle of Command. Money and Class in America. Oh, but that's what I can see from where I'm at right now. But let me look at these. I got another pair over here. I got some. I guess this is like the surprise segment of what I collected. The portable Voltaire. Yeah, plus Candide, Zadig, Micromegas, plus letters, essays, and selections from other works by Ben Ray Redman. And then I got Henry Bergson's The Two Sources of Morality and Religion. Found these on the street. Believe that. And let's see, as part of the segment of old stuff I got, there was an estate sale recently. I'm going to go back soon, but I wanted to get collect some vinyl because I was told they had some good vinyl stuff. Oh, let me get a pull of my beer here, my bottle of malt liquor. Oh man, that's not going to do good. That's not going to do me good. What did I get here? I got Best of Edith Piaf because I want to relive Saving Private Ryan. I got Neil Young's Harvest album. I've been kind of wanting to get into that stuff, like David Crosby. Is it Crosby? Yeah, David Crosby. Like his first album, wanting to get into that, but I'm not gonna pay the full price for that shit. Unless it's like ultra mega rare, and then I'll if I can't find it anywhere. But that's why I'll hit up estate sales, and boy, did these guys have a lot of Jethro Tull in their collection. Oh my god! And then I got my favorite part of this. Basha. You guys remember Basha? So they had Basha's debut album, Time and Tide. 2 copies of that. Or is it 1 copy of... No, 2 copies. So I got both copies. Thinking that they were priceless, because I think the last time I looked up her stuff, it was hard to find. Interesting thing to take note of. You go to Amazon, they got vinyl on there. Sometimes you'll find the vinyl used and it's outrageously priced. In fact, maybe that's how I saw this Basha thing for that much. Let me look this up real quick. I don't usually like to do this, but look. It's my time right now, right? Time and Tide. You're listening to this because you want to hear the off-the-air shit. Time and Tide, LP vinyl record. Okay, what are we talking about here? Oh, on vinyl it's $28, so, Is this right? Hold on. Shit. Anybody who doesn't know better would look at this and think question whether that the picture that they're looking at is real, and I can attest to this that the picture I'm seeing on Amazon is a little shaky, but it is Basha. I got 2 copies here to prove that they're not wrong, and it's $28. Well, I paid $4 for this, so for both of them, for $4, $8 for both of them. And look, who knows? I don't know. If Epic is, I guess they're not making those things anymore. No, there was one, okay. There was one album that she did that's super expensive, and it ain't this one. Oh, no, I'm wrong. It's Sade I was thinking about. Fuck. All right. I fucked up. Oh, well. I didn't fuck up. I still got the thing. All right, that's fine. Fine, it's fine. Let's see. I got endless other vinyl things that I want to talk about, but not for tonight's show. I'm going to save that for later because we got to spread that shit out. Also, a lot of the vinyl stuff that I have is related to a lot of the artists I'll be talking to. Ew. So that's going to happen. I got interviews coming up with some indie artists that I really, really love, and they're on my radio station. Take note of Odoo. Look out for her. She's an Irish artist, indie artist. Go to Odoo Music, ODUMUSIC.com, and she's got a new single out. Be sure to support her. You can find her links for Spotify. Fuck Spotify, I'll say that right now. Fuck Spotify. Go to Bandcamp, throw down and get her albums there, please. That's some great stuff. I'm talking like, she's got like a retro vibe to it. She's a great songwriter. Very pop oriented stuff that sticks. It sticks in your head, right? Sticks in your ear. And that's what you want. If there's any artist to support, and I'm bringing it up right now, not to flood the zone with it, but telling you right now, Odoo Music. Get on it, make it happen. Tomorrow night I'll talk more about some more stuff. But there's a few things I also want to bring up here, and trying to do, bring up as many different things about different topics as I can. I already covered some movie stuff here. Covered a little music stuff here. Little politics stuff going on here. We got one news thing I took notice in today was Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota, Democrat representative who was on Mehdi Hassan's show talking about getting threats, getting her office getting death threats. At what point did that become okay? I mean, weren't people afraid to make threats because there would be consequences for it? I guess there are no consequences for it now. How is their office being able to be flooded by death threats and those people not be held accountable? Like, somehow aren't their phones calls trace back? Is the FBI supposed to show up every time somebody does that? I mean, if you knew you could get away with it, I guess that must be a thing. You must be able to get away with it, right? So she talked about that, but she also turned it around to say that it's not necessarily threats about her. It's threats about Muslims being able to have some say in, some of the laws in this country, and that angle. But that's almost like broadly saying it's still an attack on you. So it is an attack on you. It's not, as much as you'd like to spin it to make it more of a positive outlook or generalize it in some way that's more, not necessarily positive, but is more attributed to a broad demographic. It's still you. They're still going after you. That's really the reason they pick up the phone. That's really why they're calling your number. It's not because they're not trying to call out all Muslims. Maybe they are, but I don't think they're that, they're not that strategic, or, they're not jokers. They're not a bunch of jokers out there. They're going after you. So all those people should be held accountable for it. And I don't know. I'll do some research and find out whether they are or not. We'll see if we can find out whether that's happening or not. Maybe we'll do that for another thing. Yeah. And this coming weekend, I'll be going to see a friend of mine who is I haven't seen in a long time, and going to spend some time with them. So, kind of around this whole podcast thing, we'll see how this gets scheduled out. I want to walk around with a camera. I want to walk around with a microphone, kind of document things and put it here and, bring it to you guys. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try to do it. I couldn't have done it years ago, but I think I'm in a different mindset where I could. Like I said, I've already got interviews coming up and stuff like that, so we're going to get it done. It's just a matter of does it matter actually if how it gets presented, how it gets displayed? I don't know. I mean, in the end, you got to leave it up to me. I'm the one who has to do that. So we'll do it one way or the other. I guess the question is, are you guys going to be along with it? Do I even care? I don't know. What's my motivation for this? Is to put it out there. I guess that's my motivation. Also got some concerts coming into town that I'm going to be doing interview stuff with. And yes, everything very COVID safe. Everything is going through through that filter, and a bunch of other filters too, before we can get it set up. So I'm not going to tell you who I'm going to do an interview. The first concert touring band interview that I'm going to do, one of my favorite bands since I was in high school, and I'm talking 90s, just so you can get some, you want to do some math on how old I am. This is a band that I found out about in the 90s, and they were already established in the early 80s. I guess European, British oriented, punk rock, dark wave, gothic rock for sure. They're definitely in Mick Mercer's gothic rock book. If you know anything about me, you already know who I'm talking about. That interview is going to be coming up. Oh boy, I can't wait. Oh yeah. All right. I feel that that's all I've got to say tonight. I appreciate you guys listening, tuning in. Be sure to share this out to other people if you think they might be interested in it. Yeah. We're going to do this. We're doing this now. All right. Be sure to go to ZoeDune.com and subscribe. It helps me out. It helps the site out. It helps this service out. It helps us all. It helps us all out. More on that as we get there throughout these podcasts. All right.